kale. She saw little green bits, and now every day she asks me to promise I won't eat kale.
Even more adorable.
So mostly.
Man, that's a classic.
Oh, cool. Nah, don't
I
even.
take pride in helping people serious.
No, I'm serious. Those things are spying
For
on you.
everyone.
People are always listening in on your conversation. Like
And
right
for my
now,
money and
there could very well be
NBA
someone listening to us
You
talking
have
about
great fans here.
I like whole family. Am I? Are you sure there isn't, I don't know, some player just hanging around listening to all the stuff we say to each other?
Sure is.
Well, why would anybody be listening to us? We don't have anything interesting to say.
You'd be surprised. People are very comfortable invading other people's privacy.
What do I do?
Don't do anything. Be aware we could
I think
definitely
you should stop talking. Like your cousin says.
So nervous I'll do something wrong.
Calm down. Do not focus on the shot.
When I'm nervous,
I see the scores of our Julie's game.
Okay, I'll hold it.
It's been rising,
That's
but
enough. Just go take a break.
yes, the
Don't
pace
walk.
has
Front of the
really
camera.
picked up, especially the past three seasons. When you bring reports of top scorers, can you factor that in?
We can, but how would you like that done?
Try not to favor points, frustrating but some of the smaller categories and the elite. I'll schedule more time to watch the game and further factors more in economic stuff. Great, thanks for the attention to detail going forward. And it is great what you've been delivering. So, I have a new objective for us. I want to convince the DM to get us more draft picks.
I'd also like
What are
to
you
get our
aiming
team
for?
back.
The international heavy draft is going to be spectacular. We need to get on top of it. But we don't have the picks to take it in. Exactly. We know that the deck is stacked, but we need a couple more cards to draw. So help me with a 5-point summary of why we should trade for picks in the next 2 drafts.
Come on. Thanks.
I'll help. Who wants our help? I got this.
We're all going.
I'll buy lunch?
I'm hoping to find something in the tea market.
He can shoot from outside the gym. He's a lockdown defender. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, that kid is no doubt a superstar.
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaking up midway through the season. You look at Washington, they've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. And of course, there's Philadelphia, far behind in the standings. Now Washington's starting 5. They've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with George. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Champagnie at the 4. And for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Bona in at the center, locking down the middle. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skilled play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Now here's George. Lets it go from the wing. Yep, count it.
That jumper from George is so tough to defend. He's got great height and lift.
MP left side. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
3-point. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
McCollum against Maxey. George scanning the floor. Over Middleton. Nice shot by George. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
Here's MP. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
Oh, when I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer. Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
To the paint. Watford the pass to Maxey. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Now here's MP. The D's right on him. Clock at 6. Back to Bagley. George finds Bagley. Pass to Bona. And here is Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around.
Man, I like seeing Edgecombe rise up like this. Plays like this prove he belongs in this league.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 8. The Sixers trailing. Wide open look. Rebounded by Champagny. It's Middleton on the wing. George defending. And he comes up with a bucket.
One of the purest shooters in this game. Stopping Middleton has to be a focal point for your defense.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by MP. Over MP. Rebounded by Champagny.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Here's Maxey following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to George to stop the run. They get it back.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
For 3, George. Bagley. Paul George pulls down the board. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Here's Maxey following the score by Washington. Inside, kicks it to George. Pass to Bona. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Now George. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so it's MP making things happen for Washington. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage.
Yo, watch it!
Substitution on the court.
Here's Edgecombe. George defending. Oubre passes to Maxey. And he gets the bucket.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Magic was tremendous. He picked up 49 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Washington. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
To the inside. Champagnie, that's good. Champagnie's got his first points of the night.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
With some arc. Edgecombe, no good.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
George. And Grimes pulls it down. 76ers trail by 9. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. No good with a layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Coulibaly. George for 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oubre can't hit. Wizards leading by 9. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type. Those smaller scoring-minded combos are. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in for Oubre, and it's Paul George in for Grimes. And then for Washington, Bagley's checked in for George, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Coulibaly. Pass to Edgecombe. It's George on the wing. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
I like BG using the bounce there, creating space.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've got a 9-point lead. Washington gets it back. Middleton outside. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's Maxey outside. It's rebounded by George. Washington leading by 12. There's 39 seconds left in the second period. Down low. Here's Bona, and he jams it home with authority.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
Washington has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. The 3, George. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Maxey with it. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And so it's Washington in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. They're measuring up that shot. So close. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
A sideline Wimbignana, I'ma say it in French. No bueno. Not for the fans who want to see him doing his thing. Not for the team, which needs his talents out there.
Well, you know no bueno is Spanish and not French, right?
Oh, I didn't know.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Washington Wizards. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Here's George. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with George. And it's Bona in at center. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
76ers trail by 15. To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edgecombe. Let's go with a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's George on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
3 points.
McCollum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 76ers trail by 19. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Maxey against McCullum. Pass to Edgecombe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bona. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's McCullum with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Watford's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
That's good from George.
Well, there's one thing you could say about George. By and large, he plays with an even temperament. Never gets too high, never gets too low.
Second free throw, no good. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
George outside. The 3 from Edgecombe. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Bagley's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
3 minutes gone now. Now in the third quarter. George outside, over Middleton. The Sixers again can't hit. Washington leading by 23. Out to McCullum. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple. McCullum's got 5.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And the 76ers call time here. he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And a change for the Wizards. Carrington, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Watford inside. He's scoreless. And that one's good. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. Here's George. And it's Bona with a rebound. The 76ers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to George. There's the 3. Rebound by Middleton.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Grimes. George passes to Grimes. Nails it from 3. Grimes has got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Middleton. The 3. The shot comes out.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's George on the wing. Middleton covering. It's good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
George finds Bagley. Launches it. That shot off the mark. MP getting it done for Washington. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Carlton Carrington out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George. Then there's Johnson. And it's Gill in at the 5, down low. Oubre can't hit. Wizards leading by 21. Outside Carrington. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first, all...
Who's watching him? Hey, heads up!
Substitution here for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in for Edwards. Watford comes in for Oubre. George, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for Lowry. Pass to George. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
It's George on the wing. Takes a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 8 assists in the game. Outside George.
The pressure that PG puts on a defense can't be understated. It's constant.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
George hits them both.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game. There's no debate there. He got hammered.
And he makes the first.
Washington and Gage at the line for 2.
George hits them both.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
George fires. Another shot. Bagley rips down the board. Washington leading by 18. McCollum. And the 3 misses. Maxey with it. McCollum covering. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
It's George with the drive. Oh, yeah! That's good!
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Buries it from outside!
And just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
MP! Nope. 76ers trail by 15. Here's Edgecombe. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards. MP up top. Oh, he can't get the layup. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Wizards.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
It took them a while to figure out the right approach, and now they'll head into their 4th and final meeting of the season with a chance to actually split the season series.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Now George. Middleton outside. Now George. Fires the 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Money from 3. And so MP will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Here's Champagny. Watford covering. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
I'm here with MP, fresh off the win and a double-digit rebounding performance. You talked about the need for this team not only to win games, but to make the other team feel you. Did you do that tonight?
Yeah. This is what I was getting at. We want to be winning playoff games, and that's a whole different beast. So we got to start making teams uncomfortable, refs uncomfortable, rebounding and fouling. Got to bring that edge every night, every game.
That's what you do, Em. Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks.